Welcome back to Theme Park Wizard, and today we have another video because an article came out today from Theme Park Insider that I'll link below, but they said that Newsom wouldn't release the findings of the Florida COVID trip that they took back in October. Back in October, if you guys may or may not remember, before the theme park guidelines were being released, they said they're going to send a team of state employees or whatever to Florida to go ride some rides and check out the park in Disney World and Universal Orlando to see what they're doing right or see what they're doing is like safe to reopen theme parks. Here in California, they're just still determining the theme park guidelines, which were there in the yellow tier. And that's when, this is after the pushback of the yellow tier. People didn't like that. So it's like, all right, we're going to work with the theme park operators now, which they didn't. And we're going to go ahead and send a team to Florida, then send a team here to California, or down here to LA to go check out the park safety here in Universal Hollywood and Disneyland, right? In Santa Monica Pier. So they went, and Theme Park Insider reached out to see if they can try to find the results. Like, what did they find? What did Florida, did they like it? Did they hate it? What did they find? And the governor's office declined the request to see the documents, the findings of what the report was. My good friend Orange Grove, I'll link his video up top, had a good point. A good point by saying that the findings must have been great. Disney and Universal must have been just awesome on what they're doing in Florida. Very safe, as safe and efficient as possible. That they didn't want to release the findings because it would make him look bad. That's right, it would make Newsom look bad. Because think about it. If the findings in Florida were bad, if they're like messing up, they were terrible, they weren't doing things correctly, if they weren't social distancing, Newsom would definitely brag about it. Him and Dr. Galley, Secretary Galley, they'd brag about it. They're like, oh my gosh, we can't open theme parks. Look what they're doing in Florida. There's not social distancing. There's no masks. Whatever the case, they're filling up all the rows on the ride. But that wasn't the case and still isn't the case. So they didn't say anything. And they're not even letting the public see. Even though we should see, because we paid for it. It was a taxpayer-funded trip to Florida for them to ride some rides and see how safe the parks were being. Even though I could have told you, and probably you guys could have said, how safe they're being from watching YouTube videos. And you can, just by asking them to send some footage. And then they came down here to see how safe we're being, and they even said we got Disneyland and Universal and Santa Monica Pier, they got all A's in their safety and their COVID footage, and they still didn't leave. They still put theme parks in the yellow tier, which is virtually impossible for counties like Los Angeles and Orange County to get into because of their high populations. They have to have less than 2 cases per 100,000 residents. There's currently a bill called AB 420 that formally introduced to move theme parks into the orange tier. Anaheim, San Diego, and Buena Park, as well as LA Mayor Garcetti have announced support for this bill, saying that theme parks around the world have reopened safely, efficiently for months now. Keep about in Vegas, Circus has been open since June 5th, and that's an indoor theme park. It's a small, cramped 7-acre indoor theme park. And I say cramped because there's a massive rock structure inside that you walk through, and it's kind of cramped. The hallways aren't too big. They're kind of like this, right? But they're still open. They've been opening at 25% capacity, and the baddest cases are going just the way California's is, down, right? New York, one of the last holdouts in the United States, New York announced theme park reopening guidelines, not in any kind of tier, but every theme park, no matter large or small, can reopen on April 9th, whether you're Coney Island or the brand new Legoland Florida, or Legoland New York, that's going to debut this year, can open on April 9th. That's it, no matter the size, and you have the proper social distancing stuff, all the typical normal stuff you see now. The only state that is holding out with no theme park reopenings and has guidelines for the yellow tier, of course, but the only one that probably won't see theme parks reopen soon, unless they can move to the orange tier, is right here in California. Only the entire country. And not just the country, but most of the world as well. I can't say all the world because I don't know about all the countries and what their theme park operations are, but Europe's back going with their theme parks. Australia's maskless. Australia's doing so well with COVID, they're maskless with their theme parks. And then there's no social distancing because they don't need it, right? So, I don't get it. I just don't understand why it has to be so difficult with the tier system. Let me know if you disagree with me in the comments below. Also, I'm going to put a link down there to recall Mr. Governor Newsom. If you want to join that, sign that petition, they have over 1.8 million signatures. The goal is 2 million. I'm going to put the link below in the description. If you'd like to sign that, you have to click on it and then download it and scan it, or you can go to one of the tents, one of the official recall locations that are near you. If you're on that website, it tells you where your nearest location is if you don't want us print it or can't print it. But let me know in the comments below what you think of the theme park situation. Why you think Newsom won't release the data of our taxpayer funded Walt Disney World trip. Let me know in the comments below. Share this video. Definitely get it out there, because maybe the more you share it, the more you talk about it, the more pressure you can put on Newsom, and he already has a lot of pressure on him. So the more you can put on him will be amazing. So definitely share the video, make your own video, get the word out there, right? Share the article down below as well. And yeah, but let me know in the comments below what you guys think. Subscribe for more theme park updates. I'll be at Downtown Disney tomorrow for the Star Wars Trading Outpost and City Walk with Super Nintendo World on Sunday. And as always, have a fantastic evening.